Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is well. Right, today I'm going to be doing the kitchen, or the first part of the kitchen anyway. I bought some furniture panels. They're sort of like a light oak colour from B&Q. What I'm doing at the moment is just sorting out the floor and just planning it all out. So I've got some timber work or framework that I've started. I'm just going to measure it out just to see where I want to place it. What I want to do is leave a lip over, and that, so I've got 500mm that I'm coming out, and that's the actual panels, furniture panels. So from the side of the van to that pencil mark there, if you see it, is 500mm. So I want to probably leave about 30 to 40mm overhang. So I want to put LED strip light underneath there. So that's the plan. What I am attempting, or what I'm going to attempt to do as well, because I've got 500mm wide furniture panels, I want to do it from the floor up to the ceiling. So I've got to scribe it at the top around the ceiling, but also I want to put a bit of an effect on it as well if I can, but I'm just a bit weary of cutting the furniture panel, because it'll, you know, sometimes it chips depending on what sort of blade you use. So I've got a jigsaw. I've ordered myself a router, so it should be coming today. So I'm going to be attempting to cut it and try not to get any splinters or jagged edges. That's what I want anyway. So if that goes to plan and cuts well, that'd be good. If it doesn't cut well, I've had a look online that you can get some sort of like edging. So I'm using an 18mm thick furniture panel, and you can get some edging, sort of like different colours to suit. So that is the plan of action. The panel colour, so it's a light oak. What I'm going to do as well is do like a feature. I don't know if I said that just now or not, but that's where I was aiming at, but then totally things slipped my mind. I want to do like from the floor up. So at the top I want to join it, so I can have the overhead kitchen cabinets within, so it's all built together. But from where the kitchen cabinet is down to the worktop, I want to put like an arch, if I can, around it, so it just gives it a nice sort of like maybe a retro look and effect. So that's what my plan is. So I want to get a rough an old piece of melamine board, then I'm gonna do various cuts in that with the jigsaw blade. Not gonna do that right now, but I'm just gonna concentrate on the floor and the area there, the size that I want to do it, and plan it out from there. So I'll be back shortly. Okay, right, I'll get myself set up so I can measure up the board and scribe it. What I've done, I don't know if it's a correct idea or what, but it'd be good to hear other people's comments and what they've done. So my idea is I cut a piece of ply the same width as the furniture board that I'm going to be using. I've measured out the distance and that from where I want it, from 500 on the floor up, scribed the line, placed the level there, obviously not to go with the level, but just go with the measurements and set square, blah blah blah. So I've clamped the piece of wood there, and I'm going to scribe down and around, then cut it with a jigsaw, then offer that ply up to it and see what the fit's like. Then I can then lay that onto the furniture board, then cut it, then cut it the length, then watch it don't fit. Fingers crossed it does. Fingers crossed, please. Right, see you in a bit, guys. Right, so the first scribe was the first attempt, but I thought I was doing that wrong, because I was going around, well, I was doing it wrong, but I was going around like that, then going with the scribe that way as well. So then when you look up, it's out. So what I did is just kept it straight like that, then it sort of like tallies up with that. That's what I'm hoping anyway. Let's cut it and see. Right, not a bad cut. So there's a couple of attempts that I've had to take it down. There's just a little bit of that I had to nick off, but other than that, it's perfect. So if I can lay that on the the furniture board and cut the same as that, which shouldn't be a problem because that's going to be this exact same width, but I will double check. I was toying with the idea of sort of like cutting in between here, but then I thought, well, I'm no qualified carpenter, so and I know if I go that far I'm going to mess it up, but I could do that in the next project maybe. Anyway, see how this goes. Right, I'm just trying out different jigsaw blades. So the ones I've got, they're all shockingly bad. So even if I turn it around that way, you get some good cuts. That's a good one that side, that's a good that one side, but I need good cuts both sides. Let's try masking tape. I really don't think this is going to be any different. Let's take the tape off. That's just the same. It's just shockingly not good. Well, after all those failed attempts with those jigsaw blades, I'm going to go with the best one and just sort of like cut into the furniture board and just see what it's like. So it might be a different texture, you know. I don't know. Let's just give it a go. If that's not going to work, I'm just going to have to give up and wait for the old router to come, or find someone else to cut it with. Right, I've got the first panel there. Obviously there's a gap there, but I still got to cut into this bit here yet, just to move it over. That's where it's nicking, and you know, with all the blades, it's still bad. So my thought about sort of like coming down here, then cutting in and around down to the worktop to make it like a special feature. I ain't going to do that. Well, I don't know. It might be something I might be able to do later on, and that once it's built and that, because that edging stuff that I was telling you about, it's like a self-adhesive, but it's like a channel. You can get various sizes. I'm using the 18mm sheet, so you can get it for that size. You can get black, you can get the oak, you can get brown, you can get orange, you can get all colours you want. So it might be a good thing to have, possibly, because with the worktop what I've got is like a dark stone colour. So you know, I might, once the kitchen's built, I can easily just maybe get a jigsaw on it, possibly. I don't know. See how it goes. My idea now is just cut out that bit so I can move the board that way. So I've gone higher, so once it goes in, that line then should sit snug on the framework, and it's the same underneath, and you've got the slight angle there. It does make your head ache a little bit when you've got to do all this thinking, and try not to swear. I do a lot of swearing off camera. There's going to be a few times later on, if this is a success, that I'll be swearing all the time. Right, it's not too bad. It's all right. I'm pleased with it. So that panel's in there. It's not fixed yet, because I want to plan out doing the floor as well, so I can measure out this end panel up this end, up by the sliding door. This is going to be even more trickier than that one, because you've got the arm of the sliding door that goes down, so I'm going to have to cut around that because I'm going that far out, plus 18mm at the end of that, so the board's going to be at the end of that, going straight up, so you've got that gap. So still haven't got to figure out what I'm going to do there yet. So from behind, probably just apply it and paint it. That's me. Don't make any plans, just go ahead and see what happens. Right, I've just laid the base down, and I still haven't fixed that panel in yet, which I'll do that shortly. I'm just going to screw it from behind and inside the garage as well, with short screws. So I could do a couple through this side because it's going to be in the cupboard anyway. Then I'm going to have some of that furniture board laying across the top, overlapping, so it's flush with that. So then underneath I can have a strip of LED lights. So yeah, that's what I've done so far. Oh, I keep steaming ahead and forgetting the film. Just cut a piece down there of so that's 110 millimeters along there. So that's going to be my workspace with the worktop up here. Right, I'm just going to fix this down now. I've marked it up, so I'm going to screw it in. Then I'm going to work on the other end panel, which will be fun and games as always. Right, one board fitted, screwed down. So the holes look terrible, but that's going to be inside. I'm not going to have any holes on the outside. I'm going to do pocket holes within the cabinet for the end panel, and you're not going to see anything on that one. Right, other panel is up and cut. For the life of me, I can never get it dead on, but don't know. It's a bit of free movement because things expand and change and all that, don't they? If I don't, I might just whack a bit of mastic up there. But yeah, so far that's what it's looking like. So what I want to do now is do a shelf, because I'm doing an overhead cabinet up here, so I was going to do a shelf for the bottom of the cabinet, just to secure it really, then secure it at the bottom. Then that's the main frame, then I can concentrate on doing the bits and pieces on the inside. But I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to do the cross bit along there, the shelf, so I can fix it on both sides. Then, because it's Saturday, it's bar time. Right, so I just scribed down the edge for the door. I haven't tried it yet because I did slide the door, but then I found out that bit there, so I've just marked that. So I'm going to cut that bit out, then offer it back in, slide the door to see if the gap is okay. Right, I'm cracking on with this. Right, I put a piece of batting in there, so there's no screw, and screwed them in from the top. So there's no holes underneath or screw tops, you know, that you can see, because once we're going to be sat over there in the corner seat, we're going to be looking up at it, and I don't really want to see screws if at all possible. I'm going to have a frame going across there of the same material. Then I'm going to cut some holes in it, then have some doors on it, etc, etc. But yeah, so far making you dizzy, making me dizzy, but that's it so far. Right, so I'm just fixing this panel to the bed. I'm going to put a couple of metal brackets, or just one up there and one up there, like I've done down there. But so far so good. Right guys, right, that's part one done today. I can't do any more because it's getting late and I'm getting thirsty. Right, so just to recap what I've done today. Right, so use the old oak panels. They're 2.5 by 500 by 18 millimeter thick from B&Q. Can't remember the cost of it, but I shall let you know. So what I've done, I've made a timber frame underneath. I am going to put a strip of the 18mm panel on the timber underneath there. I'm going to run LED light strip underneath. Got that panel fitted, braced at the top with a bracket, which you're not going to see. Used some wood because I wanted to fix down so there was nothing underneath, so it just looks neat and tidier. Then I think well, that's it. Right, that is it today. Part two will be next week. and that's when I'll be doing the carcass basically, so I can put the worktop on the top. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet with drawers or cupboards or everything yet. I just want to do a carcass, and I'll plan it out as I go. But I've got a hob to put in, which is a double induction hob. It's a Sterling Power, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's a tube ring. Again, I think that was about £29, and I think I got that from off eBay from with a customer, but I got it cheaper doing that than I did if I went to get anywhere else, like Just Campers or anything like that. I think it was £269, but it was from a camping company. Again, if I remember, I will put it in the description where I got that from if anyone is interested. Right guys, right, that's it for today. I shall look forward to seeing you guys next week. Well, I'll be continuing doing the kitchen and doing the worktop and maybe cutting in the hob. Anyway guys, take care of yourselves, look forward to seeing you. Please like and subscribe, and see you soon. Bye for now.